Hey guys, my name is Melanie and this is Survive Better Together. So I have really been thinking lately hard about tidying up my preps, any last things I can think of. And one thing that always comes to mind for me is medical. Now I'm going to tell you some stuff today that probably is not what most people would like for me to say or people want to hear. But here it goes. So first of all, there's certain things that you can get either online or possibly even at your local pet stores. I'm not recommending anything at all, but I will say I have been able to get some antiviral things for fish that can help if you have an infection. So that's an idea that I'm going to throw out there. There's several other ones that you can also put out or pick up from different facilities. We have a co-op here that I can go and pick up stuff. I can tell you that like ivermectin is going to not be available as of June. I can tell you that possibly that certain amoxicillin will no longer be available possibly as of June. So now is your time. Don't wait any longer. Specifically if something does catastrophic happen, having some backups is really important. You're gonna need it. Along with that, okay, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. She cannot seem to sit her hiney down. But you really need to have a library of knowledge. I have talked about this several times. It's super important. You need this knowledge base so that you can refer back. There's no way your brain's going to retain every little thing. So you need to have it. So I had mentioned previously this book. It's called Where There Is No Doctor. And there's also a dental one as well. And this is a really good book. It's kind of a lot of detail on some things, but if you are truly in an emergency and something happens, it tells it. It lays it out for you. Just as an example, this is the most dangerous misuse of a medicine. It talks about how to give liquid care, how to tell if there is a belly problem, possibly appendicitis. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff in here, and it doesn't just tell you what it is, it explains how you can fix it. So, and I have not picked up the dental one yet. I've been meaning to, and I just always seem to forget it, even though I have it on my list. So I really recommend this book. It's excellent. But you need to get a knowledge base. So whatever you're working on, have some knowledge, because it's not just you that might need it. It may be your family or other people that you have that you're prepping with or for, so that if something happens and you can't provide them the answer, they can, or maybe they need to use it for you. I don't even know. But you need to have some kind of knowledge base. So I also picked up this Prepper's Natural Survival Natural Medicine book. Now, to be honest, this is pretty new for me and I haven't gone through it all, but it does list ingredients that you're going to need, some things that you should always have on hand, what you can use certain things for, and how to make teas and tinctures and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good knowledge base. And even like I just mentioned, I haven't read this one, but having that knowledge base, it's so important. You need to have something to refer to. You could have like a whole library on stuff, honestly, but get yourself a few good books and you're going to have like greater odds of so many things. Now, one of my favorite books, I mean, I would say Where There Is No Doctor is a pretty darn good book for serious situations, but one of my favoriteest books that I have gotten in the past couple of years is this Lost Book of Remedies. Let me tell you, I've got notes, I've got pages, I got things circled. It's a really good book, and she does such a good job with it. Now, it's not just the fact of having a book, getting some knowledge, putting it on your shelf. That's really great. But what I'd like to encourage you to do is try this, if you can bear with me. Over the next 30 days, try to get yourself 5 books. 5 books. That's all I'm asking for. 5 books on anything to do with having your emergency preparedness a little greater. Now, I would highly recommend to do them all at least for this time, maybe all medical, or at least 2 of them being medical. Once you have those 2 books, I want you to find at least 3 things in those 2 books. So 3 things, so a total of 6 things, and actually learn it. That's just, it puts your mind in a completely different state of mind. If you can try to grasp something and learn it, it kind of puts you on that forward thought, and it really helps you have a better understanding for other things that might come. So if you can learn 3 things, so if you could take a book, let's say you picked up this book here, and you went and learned 3 things out of it. That's not really a lot to learn, but it's really great skills. And the one thing I like about this particular book is you can go to the back and just like find, you know, whatever, seizures or shingles or rheumatoid arthritis. That's something I actually have, so that's, you know, a good one. They got osteoarthritis, they got blood pressure, they've got leaky gut, measles. I mean, whatever the situation, it's a great, it's just knowledge. The knowledge is so important. You really need to find a way to be able to have some knowledge. Having something to reference is just going to be elevating you to the next level. Let's just have a scenario. Let's say EMP, 3 weeks in, chaos has occurred everywhere. You've got people that are breaking in windows, robbing houses, taking any less thing they can. And one of those situations turns violent, and somebody in your group gets shot or stabbed or severely cut, and you need to be able to treat it. Because keep in mind, when you're not bathing all the time, infections and staph set in 40 million times quicker than they would on a normal day. You and I could get cut right now. We could throw some peroxide on it, maybe get stitches, whatever, depending on how bad it is, right? Clean it up, keep it clean, not a problem. But when you're not cleaning on a normal basis, your items aren't clean, your body's not clean, your clothes aren't clean, things really start to progress. So it's vital you find some information and have it on hand now. You know, and like I said, even if it's not you, if I were laid up and something happened to me, I'd really want to know that John can go pull off the shelf and get through that book and figure out, okay, this is what I got to do. So get your stuff, get your medical supplies. You know, I did a video a while back on giving stitches. I thought it was so critical to learn how to give stitches, and I did. I bought all the little suture packs. They're individual, so you can just open them up, whip out some stitches. But I know that I can confidently give stitches. I could probably even do it to myself because I practiced so many times. So getting a knowledge base, getting the items you need. You know, a lot of the medicines require alcohol. A lot of people may not be thinking about that. So if you can get that ahead of time, you'll have it. Or if you know how to make your own, you'll have it. So live up to the challenge. I am challenging everyone. Get yourself 5 books in the next 30 days. Challenge yourself to do it. And then take 2 books and learn 3 items out of both of those books, okay? So you can do it. I have faith in you. You're going to learn 6 things. You're going to have 5 books for reference, and you're really going to be so much further. You're going to have that curve that nobody else has. There's a very limited people, unless you're in the medical field or something like that. But like I said, it's not just for you. You have other people in your group. Most people aren't going to solely be alone forever. So you need to think about outside of that box, what it's going to look like. If you're a family, say you're a family of 4 or 5, I'm sure not every single person in your family is going to remember every little thing. you know, you can divide and conquer. Get the books, put them aside. You can do it. I have faith. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Get prepared, because we're going to survive better together. Thanks for watching.